Hey, it's Kristen from Powerline. Today we're going to be talking about throwing. I see a lot of girls lately that have improper throwing mechanics, and so I wanted to kind of talk about the 101 of throwing. We don't want bad shoulder problems or elbow problems when they're really young. So first off, we want to make sure that we're finding the grip on the ball. A lot of girls just go and grab the ball and then they have nothing to push off of and there's no snap to it. So I like to tell the girls to have a backward C, make sure all their fingers are on a seam, and then from there when they go to throw, they should feel like if you were to hold the ball, that they're able to push on the seam and it's going to create a very tight backspin. And then first you want to do like a throwing progression when you go to throw. You don't just want the girls to pick up the ball and go and just toss it around to each other. So first you want to start with snap. So from this position, you want your elbow in the 90-degree angle, and they want this part to be like a snake, really loose, so then when they go to throw, very tight backspin, and it's all your wrist. You don't want a lot of arm or anything like that. So the girls can do, if they want to support their elbow, they can do this. Not so much this, because then they're going to snap over the top of it, and you want to make sure they're kind of snapping through the ball, not on top this way. So if they're having a trouble and they're kind of snapping over the ball, hold the ball, and then they'll be able to feel, or just put your fingers by their fingers, they'll be able to feel that motion where you're pushing and creating that backspin. Next you want to do kind of a sway. So it kind of incorporates your legs, how you're going to move your body and stuff. So first you're going to stand sideways with your glove towards your partner, find your seam of course, and then you're going to feel yourself separate, like your elbows pull here, and your hands separate here where they push or point to your target, and then from this position, they want to use like their elbow to lead as they're pulling their glove in, and then they're in their snap position, and then they snap. So, kind of a little bit faster, elbows, hand pushing away, pull through. A big thing that I notice with a lot of the girls is they get here, and they want to pull the ball right to their face, and then it's hard for them to kind of pull through. So what really you can do is that you can have them get to this position, and kind of throw the ball behind them. It kind of gets into that motion where they're feeling their fingers fall away, so then the ball is facing away from them. A lot of times when they go to pull the ball back, the ball is facing their face, then they don't have any snap. So make sure that when they're going in their sway, that they're getting the ball facing away from them, and then pulling and snapping. Next you want to kind of incorporate your legs and working on that step through. So we talk a lot about using two hands to catch, obviously. So you're stepping to catch with your left foot. Then on your right foot, you're using your glove to kind of redirect your hand, getting in this position, and now we're in that sway motion here, and then when we step and pull through. So when you go to throw, you go to catch the ball here with your left, so you're catching, fighting the seams as we kind of redirect our hand, pull a wet point there, and then pull towards us. You want to make sure they're controlling their gloves, because if their gloves are kind of flailing around, then their angle of their shoulders is off. So you want to make sure as you go to catch, here, point, and use your glove to pull it. Another drill you can do for girls to kind of get the feeling of their throwing arm moving in a nice smooth circle. You can have them, if you have a bungee cord band pull, that's great. Or you can use like those exercise bands you can buy, and you can just shut it in a door or something like that. So from here you want them to go elbow up and feel their hand go away, and then you're pulling elbow, 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 always this position, and then their hand reaches and extends. Kind of gets them feeling that they need to pull their elbow all the way through, so then their hand reaches forward. They can just kind of do this over and over again to get that feeling, and also it's really good because it helps strengthen their shoulder.